There we go. Crash 2 has some great levels. I really like the levels in this game. As I said, the only level I don't like is Digging It. Digging It's not like as bad as like the worst level of Crash 1. But of all the levels in Crash 2, it's the level I don't like because the bees and the backtracking. But Crash 2, most of Crash 2's levels are hits. They are amazing. There's not much levels in this game that don't hit hard. As I said, I think Crash 2 hits the difficulty perfectly. Not being overly difficult while not being like super easy, which Warped I feel like is a lot easier than Crash 2. Although Warped has some great themed levels as well, but the difficulty in that game leaves a bit to be desired. Oh, I got hit. I think they nailed difficulty in this one perfectly though. Crash 4 for the most part, but I feel like the end game of Crash 4 is a bit overly difficult and I don't like it. But most of Crash 4 is consistently difficult, and it's the same deal. Alright. Having the sprint shoes makes a lot of this a lot easier and less tedious. I bounced on your head. The game was like, nah, dude, you're gonna land right there. Of course. We're gonna screw you over at every opportunity. Would like to get these 2 gems before wrapping up. Then we'll need 7 left. And I think that can be done in like, probably, maybe like, if I'm lucky, an hour and a half. But 2 hours to be generous. Maybe 3. If something gets really difficult and I need to like, you know, focus or whatever. Point is, it will not take 4 hours. I'll get fed up with it before it takes 4 hours to do it. Like, either I do it at 3 hours or I just get so fed up with dying. Like, when it comes to content, it's not that... Oh, I died. Right. I forgot. Of course, you die and you can't do Death Route. Makes perfect sense, but I keep forgetting it. All in all, good stream. We did a lot more than I thought we would. Like, I knew we were gonna finish the game, and even then, the game took a lot longer to a little longer than I imagined, mostly because engine. But when it comes to like gem collecting, did a lot more gem collecting than I thought. We got a lot more of the post-game gems, like gems in the after main story, than I thought we would. Even though the main story took, like, I expected 2 hours, it took a little more than that. We did collect a lot more gems than I expected, which is great. Which means starting Warp next weekend after finishing Crash 2 is pretty highly likely. We could probably do that. We could probably do, like, a 5-hour stream. 2 hours, 2-ish hours of Crash 2, maybe 3, and then, like, 2 to 3 of Warp. That'd be a good idea. I need to get as much Warp done before 3 Hopes comes out. Because after 3 Hopes, I'll be focusing on that, obviously. And Klonoa comes out 2 weeks after. And the Warp being being easier should take... It might take about the same, but theoretically it should take less time if it's an easier game. Although there might be more completion stuff to do for Warped, I'm not sure. I never really complete Warped back in the day. Crash 1's the one I played the least, but Warped is definitely one I haven't really completed, so I'm not really sure what needs to be done. It might have, like, more gems to collect or whatever, but the game itself is easier, so it might be about the same. If not longer, we'll see. I hope not longer, though, because I really need to, Alright. Oh, yeah, the Mario Strikers demo came out. Yeah, you're right. I might try it out. Because that's a game I'm, like... I'm not interested in buying it, so, like, I might as well try out the demo, if that's the case. I don't think I'll buy it, though, because I'll be busy with other stuff. Maybe if the demo's that good, I'll buy it. Who knows? I'm not really like super interested in it, but you know, you never know. It could change my mind. Dang it. I had to do that a little later. Alright. Getting these 2 gems before ending would be amazing. It'd be a great way to wrap up. Being left with 7 gems, and then I'll just do, like, I'll look up all the ones I need, and I'll see which ones, like, what I need to do. Just so we can save time, and do it in a quick manner. Nailed it. I got hit by that? I do remember this death route, actually. Now that I see it. Oh no! Not octopus bouncing. I hate octopus bouncing. Hate everything. Oh, not these stupid shrink rays. Ooh. Dude, Piston, I think it was Solar Tiger that said it. Piston in a way really is like the hardest level in the game. Like when it comes to level itself, this is probably the hardest. Cold Hard Crash is one of the hardest to 100%. Yeah, I believe Solar Tiger. This is like one of the hardest levels in the game. This and Cold Hard Crash are probably the hardest to 100%. Dang it, I missed you. Trying to like slide kick you, but also avoid that. It ain't easy, dude. Oh, and for this, we're gonna have to do some crazy shenanigan, like back... Yeah, this is annoying. We're gonna have to do some crazy shenanigan, like backtracking, because, like, you know, there are boxes in the death route, and we're gonna have to backtrack. I think he was saying that. He was saying, like, oh, Nova doesn't know that he's gonna have to backtrack for this. Yeah, I see why now. I see how this is annoying. This and Cold Hard Crash are probably just the hardest levels in the game when you're 100%ing it. I got the death gem though. Alright, whatever. I was pressed for time there. Yeah, I need to go back. I either go back or... Okay. I know what to do. I know what to do. I need to finish the... I need to do the level normally, and then backtrack to the death route, maybe? That might be it. If I keep losing this, by the way, we are going to end once we have 13 minutes left. We'll end at that time. I'd really like to do this, though, today. It'd be nice. Basically means less, like, more time for warped if we do end up getting more gems today. Because last week, it just threw me off. Last week, if I want to keep Crash a once a week thing, if I just streamed last week, we'd be fine. I'd be playing warped right now, probably. Then that screwed me over. So, I don't want to have to, like, make Crash 2 times a week, because I want to focus on the new game I'm going to be starting before Three Hopes, and FF10 too. And obviously, until Persona 4 is done, gotta focus on that too. That's why I was like, hey, keep Crash once a week. It worked really consistently for the schedule. And Crash games only take like 3 to 4 streams, so I'm like, you know what? Well, that's a lie. Crash 1 took 1 stream, because I didn't 100% it. It probably would have taken 2 to 3 if I 100%ed it. Crash games are short, so I'm like, you know what? Yeah, keep Crash once a week. I can live with it. It just worked really well for my schedule. Oh, how this is going, I think we're fine. Assuming I do play Warped next week, I think we'll be fine. Okay, I think I have to do this then. Yeah, I might have to do this and backtrack to the death route, which is going to be rough. I got nervous because I hesitated. Ow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a bonus route here. Fix that. Wait, how much did it? I'll look after this. Because this might be all I have to backtrack to. This might be it. By the way, you're probably like, oh, Nova, you got the death route gem. Why'd you quit? I want to get both of them at the same time. It just looks really nice when you get 2 gems in one go. What did that do? Oh, open those. Okay. I'm assuming those are gonna detonate. Okay. 24 here, right? So 24. You can be 5. Oh, there's a checkpoint. No, never mind. I do need to go more. Okay. Nice. Good luck doing this without the sprint shoes, because the sprint shoes add some momentum. Hello? That was whack. Would have been mad if I died there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I like to stop backtracking now. Am I at the point where I can stop? Alright, maybe. No, there's one here. Oh, am I done? I think I might have to still keep going. I have no idea, dude. I've never know. Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Okay. Now for the rough part. Get back to where I was, the death route, and if I die, I have to retry because I won't be able to access the death route. Fun. It is good that I killed all the enemies. We'll say that. Oh my goodness, chat. That is hard. How do I do that? Chaos in the sky. Yo, Chaos, what's up, dude? Welcome to stream. Try this one more time. Can't believe you would kill poor unpaid scientist who was just doing his job of holding the shield there. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. Okay, I have, I'm getting pretty hungry. I'm gonna probably go, just try this one more time and see if I can beat this guy. He was holding a shield. He deserved death. Alright. What's up? Take that, thank you. If you wouldn't mind, I'm on a time crunch here. Bye. Dude, this is rough. Okay, I definitely agree with what people in the chat were saying about this being rough. And I'm so glad I waited for the sprint shoes too, because now look, I'm a speedrunner, a pseudo speedrunner. It all makes sense. Alright, there we go. I've never said my name with such enthusiasm. Dude, I was just surprised. I was like, is that Chaos in my chat? Okay. Here we go again. We gotta do this again, and then I gotta backtrack to that death route, which that'll be a problem we work out. It's just gonna work out. Because I made things work out. It's gonna happen. Alright, I need this. You had an Asbel profile pic on Discord for so long, always pictured your voice sounding like his. It was not like that at all. I just like Asbel, what can I say? Need to backtrack this, don't I? Oh, goodbye! Narrator voice, it did not happen. Yeah, you saw nothing. You all saw nothing. Anything you saw is fake evidence. This whole stream is fake evidence. Everything anyone sees is fake evidence. Oh, whoops. That would have been something if I died there. You know, no. I should go back now. What am I doing? I'm trying to rush this because, you know. Oh, whoops, goodbye. Need to somehow... I think I know what to do. I think I got it. Yeah, Asbel's a good protagonist. Putting the character design aside, the character design is amazing. I love his attire. Putting that aside, though, he's also a great protagonist. Definitely top 3 protagonists. Along with Mila and Velvet are also really good. Those are probably my top 3 protagonists, honestly. Nailed it. Alright, I need those boxes. Too easy. The disrespect on Luke Von Favre's name. Listen, man. I played Abyss once. It was like... I don't know, like 8 years ago? Whenever I had a PS2. I played Abyss once, and it just slipped my mind. I do remember Luke being quite good, though. I didn't dislike Luke. I played... Oh, goodbye. I played so many Tales games at least a few times, and Abyss is one of the ones I only played once. Luke is quite good, though. Quite good indeed. Okay, I know I said that we are, like, I'm almost at the time I want to stop, but, like, I just can't stop now. I'm gonna try this one more time. If I die, I am gonna go eat, because I'm getting pretty hungry. I have enough in me for one more attempt. Sounds like someone needed to bust out PCSX2. Oh yeah, I have PCSX2 downloaded. I'm probably gonna, honestly, I could see myself playing Abyss again this year. It's really high on the list because I remember liking it. It's mostly the Tales game I played once because I had a PS2, but then I ended up selling it at some point. And I never got the 3DS version because the 3DS version was always so hard to find. So that's mostly the reason why I ended up on the lower play count. But I look forward to playing it again. Okay, chat. Okay. I know what I said. That death didn't count. We gotta do another one. There we go. Imagine not starving yourself for content. Play Graces again, you owe me playing Abyss, equivalent exchange right there. Okay. That's fair, Chaos. That's fair. I have this thing where I play, because Final Fantasy, Tales of and Final Fantasy. Tales of is my all-time favorite franchise. But Final Fantasy is a close second. So I have, on my channel, I play at least one of those games. I'm always playing one of those games. So right now, I'm in the middle of a Final Fantasy game. So once I'm done with that, this could very well be that next Tales game. So probably sometime in June. I'm a good ways into 10-2. Alright, goodbye. But dude, Abyss is on the list. I just want to play it again. Yeah, Raptor, you don't owe anything. Although Overclocked is on the way. I owe you. I will play Devil Survivor Overclocked sometime this summer. I have no idea how long Three Hopes is going to be, though, so I can't really make a promise on that. There we go. Okay, here we go again. I'm just hoping that I can do this. Promising Raptor I play SMT games, disgusting. I've already played Nocturne in SMT5. Raptor made me buy Nocturne. And then I saw SMT5 and was interested in it, and then I was like, no, well, actually no. First it started because I saw SMT5 and I was interested in it. And then I was like, okay, I'll make you a deal, Raptor. I'll play Nocturne before SMT5 comes out. You saw nothing, by the way. So then I played Nocturne, like, I think it was like 3 months before SMT5 came out. And then SMT5 released, and I played it. And me and Raptor are part of this whole exchange ever since. Which I promised him I'd play Devil Survivor Overclocked because it's his favorite game of all time, so. You know. Alright. Oh, too good. Alright, never mind. I didn't need that anyway. Fine. I just got rejected by that. I'm gonna have to come and find Cortex for all this. Like, or the developers of Crash 2 who made it where you have to backtrack to 100% everything. Alright, give me this bonus. Ba-ba-bum. Dead. Alright. Alright, Nova, don't die to something stupid. That's not what we need right now. You're hungry. Getting 2 more gems would be amazing. I'm not even gonna bother. Actually, you know what? Nah. I'm formidable. Of course I'm gonna bother. It makes the backtrack easier. Alright, up you... Alright, I think I'm done for today. It's been a fun time, but I need to go get some food. So I'll switch back to Crash. Just so when I start next time, I'll play as Crash for the rest of it, probably. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, great stuff. Thank you all for coming to stream. Chaos, it's been a... Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, those of you watching, hope you all enjoyed. When we come back next time, we should finish Crash 2. Next time, for sure. We only need... How many gems do I need? 9 more? Yeah, we could definitely do that. Definitely can finish Crash 2, and that'll be in the books, and then we'll jump into Warped. I want to get through Crash Warped with a before Klonoa comes out in July, so we will work on that. But yeah, thanks everyone. It was a fun time. Fun stream today. Great. I love Crash 2. And I hope you all enjoyed as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.